You're watching Michigan High School Hoops on Heat Check Network. It's a rivalry Friday in the Flint Metro League as the Owosso Trojans travel just 3 miles across town to try and take down the Corunna Cavaliers. Welcome inside to Corunna High School. He's Alex Ayala. I'm Alexis Ayala. Coach, Corunna's trying to get their first win of the season. How can a rivalry game like this and the emotions and fight lead to a dub?
They got to feed off that emotion, exactly, that energy. The crowd brings that energy. The teammates need to bring that energy. The coach needs to bring that energy. Use it, fuel it, take it for a win.
One player who always brings the energy is Owosso's forward, Jackson Seidow. He's a double-double machine, averaging 11 points per game and 11 rebounds per game. How has he been so consistent?
He's a physical presence. He goes down, grabs those rebounds, got that tenacity, that toughness, and he can go get you a bucket. He's a great all-around teammate and team player.
Speaking of consistency, Corunna's got one of their own in guard Oda Wilkerson. He's been one of the most dependable and efficient guys on the team, averaging nearly 10 points per game and shooting 40% from the field.
Yeah, he's just an all-around good player. He can go get you some buckets. He's a tough, scrappy guy. He just does what he does. You got to put up some shots and help them get the win.
Take a look at some of our keys to the game. It's our Heat Check checklist. Coach, what are Owosso's keys to the game?
They got to control the glass. And importantly, for both teams, but them, they have to take care of the rock. They have to treat every possession as their last. Take care of that rock and they have a chance.
And Corunna's to the game, excuse me.
Effort on 10. They got to bring that energy, really feed off the crowd, and then again, take care of the ball. Both these teams struggling to turn over the ball. Whoever turns over the ball the least has the best opportunity to win this game.
It's a rivalry Friday in the Flint Metro League. Take a look at your starting lineups. Keep an eye out on Owosso's guard, Braden Reed. He comes in averaging nearly 10 points per game and 5 rebounds per game. And then Corunna's got a really tough presence in guard Kai Kelly. Make sure to watch out for him as he's able to get on the board and be that hustle player for the Cavaliers. We'll be back soon for tip-off. Stay with us here on Heat Check Network.
Today I'm going to tell you about sportsmanship because it's important. Treat your opponents the way you would want to be treated. My mom says that. Listen to the referees. It's their job. Be nice to their team and our team. Cheer them on. Always play fair. It's the right thing to do. It's sportsmanship. It's not that hard.
Heat Check Network started as a dream between a daughter and Welcome back inside Corunna High School. It's a Flint Metro League rivalry matchup on this Friday evening in Corunna, Michigan. Coach, Owosso and Corunna just being 3 miles apart. There's a lot of emotions. A team can go on runs with that momentum. How does the other team stop the bleeding when that happens?
You got to step up on defense. You got to work as a team, come through and just really team basketball. That helps.
At tip, it's forward Jackson Seidow for the Trojans and forward Colton Stratton for the Cavaliers. Whistle. Let's play basketball. It's Owosso who wins the tip. And Owosso with an early turnover, first possession of the game, gives it right back to the Cavaliers.
It's just a little miscommunication. They'll get themselves together early, excited.
Corunna looking for their first win of the season. Meanwhile, Owosso, a 3-6 record, a 2-game losing streak that they're trying to bounce back from. Both head coaches talked about battling through adversity this season, trying to get over the hump. Ben for 3, no. Owosso likes to run. In transition is Patrick to Reed. Dallas for 3, no. O-board, Patrick.
Way to go for that offensive rebound. Get your position, go up and get it.
Underneath, Seidow found positioning. Dribble, dead ball. Turnover. Corunna basketball. Wilkerson, the PG, running in transition. Dishes from 3. Kelly, no. But the O board by Roca sets it back up. Turnover. Owosso basketball. Dump down low. Reed misses the open bunny.
Textbook fast break. Just got to finish those bunnies. It's one that he'd want back. He'll make most of the time.
Still 2 goose eggs on the board as we're about a minute and a half in. A few turnovers apiece. Stratton inside.
You can just feel the excitement of the rivalry game right now. These guys all just got to feel that excitement, take it in, and then start to relax a little bit.
Those first couple minutes are meant to feel each other out, adjust, shake off the nerves. Corunna passing it around the arc. Tried to thread it through inside. It's picked off. Up for 2 off the Marcus Patrick, but Reed gets the O board. Another turnover. Ben gets on top of it. That's a foul on Dallas.
Yeah, actually that foul might have stopped an easy bunny. Lexi's easy money bunny might have been stopped.
Not all fouls are bad fouls.
That was one of them.
Wilkerson, the PG for Corunna, dump down low, found Roca for the first 2 points on the board.
Good find to swing the ball to the strong side, look down low on the weak side for an easy bunny.
Corunna head coach Logan LePage in his first season trying to string together a culture of winning here. They haven't won a game yet, but this could be the first one for the squad. It's a rivalry game where emotions can fuel you to a dub. From a dump down low, it becomes a turnover. Coach, what can both Corunna and Owosso do to start taking better care of the rock?
They have to trust in their teammates. They have to like settle down, relax. So far, they're trying to pass into like tight areas instead of just hit the open guy.
Side out, dish. Reed looking inside. Down to side out. Owosso with 2 points on the board. It's notched up.
Great high-low work there. Hit the high post, down the low post for the easy bunny.
Wilkerson. Oh, it's a turnover. Reed gets on top of it. Yes, sir. Owosso's ahead.
He finishes that one. That was a lot tougher than the first one. Maybe just need a little pressure.
Sometimes being wide open makes you miss.
Yeah, it's a little weird being that open.
Wilkerson, pull up money.
Nice floater. Way to take his time, slow down, pull up to free throw line, bucket.
Corunna's also playing without their go-to bucket getter today, forward Noah Rose, who averages nearly 13 points per game and 13 rebounds per game. Pull up, mid-range, Dallas has 2.
Man down, hand down, man down. No defense there, and he got the bucket.
Corunna trying to break that Owosso full court press, and it's head coach Logan LePage who has to call the timeout. Got a little too chaotic here. There's that mid-range bunny by Dallas to put Owosso up by 2, 6-4 here at Corunna High School. We'll be right back for some more Heat on Heat Check Network.
Today I'm going to tell you about sportsmanship because it's important. Treat your opponents the way you would want to be treated. My mom says that. Listen to the referees. It's their job. Be nice to their team and our team. Cheer them on. Always play fair. It's the right thing to do. It's sportsmanship. It's not that hard.
Back inside Corunna High School, where Owosso took the early lead in the first quarter in this rivalry matchup in the Flint Metro League. Owosso at Corunna, they lead by 2. They did it by forcing turnovers inside of Stratton, getting blocked by Williams. And then a frustration foul.
Yeah, you just got to let that block go. Get back on defense. It is a frustrating thing in sports. Nice block.
And then Stratton with the foul right after that. That's just his first. Owosso did a nice job forcing turnovers out of Corunna. How did they do it, Coach?
They're putting pressure on the ball. They're putting the high pressure. Their zone is tough. Makes it look like it might be an, oh, there's an offensive foul there. A little push off.
Seidau's trying to find the positioning. Gets called for the foul there.
Yeah, Corunna's just got to not try to force the pass. Take the easy pass, swing the ball around. Owosso doing a good job of forcing them into those bad passes.
Owosso full court press. Could cause some fits for the Cavaliers. Wilkerson. They have to get across. They do. Kirky to Wilkerson from three. No. Pulled down by Patrick and a foul on the Cavaliers.
That's one of those effort fouls. He's trying to go get the board. Got a little aggressive. Coach will take that one.
Foul on Kirky for his first. Owosso, an upperclassman-led squad. They don't have a single sophomore or freshman on this team. That maturity, that experience could be one of the things that could lead them to a win today. Inside-out basketball, up, almost an and one. It'll be Pepin going to the line for two.
That's a way to get the zone to shift to the left, swing the ball around and attack that zone. Straight into the middle of the little lane, opens up from swinging the ball.
That foul is on Corunna's guard, Aiden Roca. That's his first. Pepin makes the first of two. He averages nearly 6 points per game. A 40% three-point shooter, so watch out for him to knock some down from distance today.
Yeah, you don't want to leave him open out there. That's a very good percentage.
Pepin knocks down both from the charity stripe. And it's Owosso doubling it up early on. 8-4. Cavaliers are down. They get it across half court. Roca. Inside, Stratton. That's tough.
Way to break down the press, take their time, find the cutter in the middle for an easy bucket.
It's just a 2-point game as Owosso's bobbling it. Deflected, it'll stay Owosso ball.
This was a nice cut to middle, pass down low, bucket.
Stratton does a really nice job with his off-the-ball movement, moving on a string with his guards. Reed, back to Pepin. Down low into Seidau. They're trying to feed him, but Corunna's all over it. Turnover, Corunna ball.
Letting the game be physical, I love it.
Stratton for two more. That was the toilet bowl.
Way to play defense, turn it into offense. Nice bucket.
It's tied back up, 8-8. Corunna with back-to-back buckets. Owosso now, the team struggling with taking care of the rock. Here's that foul on this last possession.
Oh, yeah. He might have got him a little bit. Ref's letting it get away with a little bit of physicality. Well, Stratton's got to be careful. He does already have one. You don't want two early fouls.
From three, Holmes hits nothing. Owosso ball. You hear the student sections in full force today. It's that rivalry game, bringing it out. Patrick on the drive, fouled. He'll shoot two. Fouls on Stratton, so he does pick up his second foul.
He's coming in with a lot of aggressiveness. Like right here, he goes up. A little bit too much up top.
How can Stratton stay clean?
He just has to, he seems like he plays with a passion and an energy. He just has to channel that into like positive, tough defense. Just getting a little overzealous on his swinging of the arms.
At the free throw line for the Trojans right now is guard Liam Patrick. He scores 5 points per game and averages 5 rebounds per game as well. Energizer Bunny, coach calls him for this squad. Knocks them both down.
Yeah, 5 rebounds a game for a guard. You're putting in some work. You're hustling. You're working hard.
Patrick is a player who covers a lot of ground, especially in this full court press that Owosso throws on. Corunna barely breaks it. Wilkerson handles, bobbled. Foul before the turnover. That foul.
When there's a little bobble like that, it's so hard to resist reaching in. They see that hand reach out, they're going to call you every time on that reach-in foul.
That foul's on Dallas, already with 2 fouls for him, as well as Stratton, who just went to sit down on the bench for a moment with those back-to-back fouls.
2 fouls in the first quarter, that's tough.
Holmes on the drive, turns it over. Pepin. Good transition D by Corunna. Owosso's trying to force it inside. They find Williams, and he's fouled that time by Kirky.
Way to be aggressive attacking the basket. He goes up strong. Defender comes a little late, not quite all the way there. Here it is. Takes him, gets him through the arm. Foul. Sending him to the line.
Williams, a strong player for Owosso, coming off the bench, one of the first guys off the bench, averages 5 points per game and 6 rebounds per game. Talking to Owosso's head coach Dave Owens, they're working on continuing to board and defend. That's where coach said their biggest strength as a team is.
Yeah, they're showing a lot of that today. They're definitely being aggressive on the boards. They're defending well. Just got to keep it up as the game goes on.
Corunna cross-court pass back to Wilkerson. Traveling basketball. It'll go back to the Trojans.
You just leaned a little bit, drug that foot. Got to keep it cemented to the ground. Don't get that travel.
And talking to Corunna head coach Logan LePage, he talked about still trying to find that consistency and taking care of the rock. And it's Owosso who struggled taking care of the rock today as well. Wilkerson on the drive, stops on a dime, gets it back, and he's fouled.
I think they just said the guy touched it as he was standing out of bounds, so that's just out of bounds Corunna ball.
Good eye, coach, good eye.
Gotcha.
30 seconds in the first quarter. Owosso up 11-8. Corunna basketball from baseline out of bounds. Wilkerson playing with half court. Whew, that was a close one.
You're allowed to let that ball go past half court.
Inside out basketball. Holmes. No. Running in transition. Pepin. Got him.
Wilkerson tried to take the charge there. Kind of just glided by him to the side. Got the bucket. That's a tough finish.
Corunna has to throw one up. A second left on the clock. Wilkerson doesn't recognize it. So it's Owosso who holds on to the lead after 1 quarter of play, 13-8. You can feel the emotion, the passion in the fight in this first quarter of action. Some and ones, some big buckets. We'll be back with some more heat on Heat Check Network in a moment.
Today I'm going to tell you about sportsmanship because it's important. Treat your opponents the way you would want to be treated. My mom says that. Listen to the referees. It's their job. Be nice to their team and our team. Cheer them on. Always play fair. It's the right thing to do. It's sportsmanship. It's not that hard.
We're back inside Corunna High School on Heat Check Network. It's the Owosso Trojans who traveled just 3 miles across town to try to take down the Corunna Cavaliers in this rivalry game on a Friday night. These student sections have come out in full force. Of course, Corunna, the home team, has come out strong, but Owosso has brought a lot of hype from their student sections traveling a few miles over as well.
Yeah, they have. You know, when you're this close, that home court advantage isn't quite home court advantage. You know, they're that close, it brings everyone into the game.
Corunna starts off the second quarter with the basketball. Down by 5, Wilkerson resets. Inside, pull up, Jay off the mark by Hoyle, pulled down, Reed with the ball.
Way to get the ball to the middle. It's just everybody ended up standing still once he got there. Forced up a shot, just off.
Pull up, Williams, no. A scrum on the floor for it. Owosso comes out with it. Patrick down low. Williams for 2. That's a pretty reverse.
Yeah, way to be patient down there and amidst all the chaos, go up strong and finish.
Corunna has to figure out how to stop the bleeding. Owosso has almost doubled them up. They just took the basketball away. Pepin in transition. Bobbles it.
They just look a little timid on that press break. They just have to pass the ball with some crisp speed, move that ball side to side and get cross half court, get going.
Some hot potato basketball.
Yeah, that's what they need. That's what they need.
Instead, Owosso gets to keep it. Williams open from 3. Not that time.
Wide open shot, you gotta take it. That's that foul when you just need to run back.
Yeah,
Can't help
Kirky
it.
pulled down the board, and it was Patrick who fouled him. Just getting a little excited there.
Hard not to be this early in a rivalry game.
Passing through the full court press, Corunna bobbling it without the pressure. Roca finds Wilkerson, 10-second violation. That'll hype the Trojans up.
I think they should bring a little bit of a flasher coming in there in the middle instead of just a guy standing in the middle. I mean, that's what their offense is, so they're going to just have to make crisp passes, get the ball moving a little quicker.
Owosso, Williams pull up. Not that time. Corunna gets to avoid a little bit of this full court pressure. They get it across half court. Wilkerson resets. Cross court pass. Wilkerson likes those cross court passes. Roca pull up deep. Banked it.
The bank is open every day in the basketball game. Shoot it. If it banks, it still counts. Take that.
Corunna needed that spark. They've cut it down to 4. Backdoor cut. Thrown out of bound. Owosso turnover. Corunna has a shot here.
Hey, sometimes it just takes one bucket to start to switch the, here it is, from deep, from 3. The bank is open. Steph Curry range.
There's that flasher you were looking for from Corunna.
They just got to hit him when he flashes. Wait till he got there.
Wilkerson breaks it through his own dribble. Better, though, by Corunna at breaking that press, and then they toss it right away once they get into the half-court set.
They just really are not valuing the possession of the ball. They're just taking whatever pass they first see. Fake a pass to make a pass.
Back to the basics is such a great key to remember when you're struggling taking care of the basketball. Find the fundamentals. Reed from distance. Bang, bang.
Nice shot by Reed. He just literally looked away, got the defender to move. Easy bucket.
Reed playing with some confidence and swagger. Corunna gets it across half court. Kirky dishing back out. Roca. Ben. Back-to-back threes. Corunna's not giving up.
Way to swing the ball all the way around the three-point line. On a zone, that's a way to get an open shot. Way to knock it down.
Corunna looking for their first win of the season under first-year head coach Logan LePage, but it's Owosso who's on top by 4. Williams pull up Jay, make it on top by 6.
Again, he's very relaxed when he gets the ball. He looked to the other players. Nobody came to him. Take that shot. Make the bucket.
Corunna breaking that press through finding the flasher in Kirky and then continuing to cough it up after breaking the press.
They're just a little herky-jerky, a little quick with every reaction right now. They're not looking at more than one player. If they can identify 2 players, they'll be good.
Back-to-back threes.
There's the bank one. Nice.
Owosso wasn't letting them go down that easy. It was Reed who ended up hitting that 3. Inside, side out, back to Reed. Owosso's inside out basketball has been good today. They've coughed it up quite a few times though. Now it's Ben with the basketball. Ben, quick trigger. No. Reed with the board. Reed dishes from 3, not that time as Dallas. O board, side out. Another O board. Dawes down low, got him!
Big body bucket. Way to use his strength and his size to shield off the defender to get that bucket.
Lot of chaos there that Owosso Trojans were thriving through. Corunna Cavaliers head coach Logan LeBage has to call a timeout, talk some things out, and adjust. We'll be right back.
Today I'm going to tell you about sportsmanship because it's important. Treat your opponents the way you would want to be treated. My mom says that. Listen to the referees. It's their job. Be nice to their team and our team. Cheer them on. Always play fair. It's the right thing to do. It's sportsmanship. It's not that hard.
Owosso Trojans lead 22-14 against the home team, the Corunna Cavaliers, with under 4 minutes left in the first half. Corunna has struggled taking care of the basketball, but more specifically, it's been the unforced turnovers. How can they woosah and take care of that rock?
They just need to really fake a pass to make a pass and look for more than one player. Those two simple things will limit those turnovers by at least half.
Cavaliers have struggled early on at getting it across half court after they sent the flasher middle. They've broken that press, no problem. Roca, down low, force the pass, turnover.
That's a tough pass from that high on the three-point line to make it all the way baseline through the middle of the zone. If it gets there, it's a bucket, but that's a tough pass.
Especially from center court. If you're on the wing, at least you have an angle down low.
Yeah, they've made that pass twice now, and both of them ended in turnovers.
Looking down low, side out, finally gets on top of it. Williams follows it up. Side out. It's Reed who gets the board. And then inside, Patrick to side out. To Williams. Team basketball, hot potato passes for 2.
Yeah, I think 4 guys touch the ball in under 2 seconds. That was great hot potato basketball. It leads to a bucket.
How do you even guard that?
You can. There is no defense for great offense, and that was great offense.
Corunna almost turns it over from that ferocious full court press out of the Trojans, but it's deflected off of Reed. Stays Corunna ball. Roca setting it up. Roca looked like he wanted to force that ball down low again. Looking for it. Holmes to the corner. Kelly to Holmes. Stuck, turned over. Reed in transition. Up to Pepin. It's off the mark.
That was actually good defense. He ran like he was going to go underneath them, kept from contact, and made a miss.
Coach, there's a difference between playing rushed and playing with urgency. It's Owosso who's playing with urgency and Corunna who is playing rushed.
Yeah, they just are a little extra on the go, go, go. Almost like the panicky, oh, dog, I seen a bone. You know, like they're just wanting to go get it without any kind of thought or reaction. They need to just slow their mind down even though their bodies are moving fast.
It's quite the skill to acquire right there.
It is. A lot easier said than done.
Corunna has had some flashes of greatness, not just throughout this game, but throughout their season. It's just been the consistency that they've struggled with. Wilkerson.
Patrick wants to take that shot. He just needs to let it go.
Ben will take that shot. Not that time, though. Side out with the board. Inside, Patrick. No. Pepin. Reed board. Down low. Williams. Yes, sir.
They're really winning the game down low in the paint. Decent number of offensive rebounds already and a lot of buckets right at the rim.
Something Owosso's head coach, Dave Owens, prides himself and his team on is the O boards. They do a great job at winning the rebound battle. Their last game against Flushing that they lost 40-51 was the only game of the season they got out rebounded in. As Corunna's Roca misses the two-pointer, it'll go back to the Trojans.
Yeah, Corunna just still needs to calm themselves down. You know, I know they are a younger team, and they just need that little bit of someone out there to step up as leader, kind of to like get these guys on track.
Pepin to Reed. Swinging it. Reed. Williams, the high-low game. Trojans like it. Side out to Williams. The forward-to-forward connection is so good, and Williams gets to pay it off from the charity stripe.
That seems to be their game plan right now. They are hitting a lot of like post right there, low to high. We already had a high to low. They're really working that game inside.
Between Williams and side out, that forward-to-forward connection. Owosso is blessed with their big guys.
Yeah, they're really making Corunna pay right now with the size down low and their ability to actually pass the ball. They're taking care of the ball. They're getting a lot of guys touches, and they're not just panic passing.
Williams with that free throw just recorded a double-double. The first half's not even over. He's got 10 points, 10 boards. Turnover. Corunna has 24 seconds left in the first half. They've got the possession, and they can have the last shot of the half if they want it. If they take care of the basketball, they don't. Over and back. Stratton threw it back over.
Yeah, that's again just that like no thought process, almost a robotic type of reaction. Just I get it here, I got to go back there. So they just got to clean that up at halftime. I'm sure coach will talk to them about it, hopefully calm them down and limit these turnovers.
10 seconds on the clock. Owosso up 27-14. Corunna not giving up. The foul's called on Kelly.
That's an effort foul again. I mean, it's kind of a loose ball. 1.6, not a bad foul.
Owosso needs a catch and shoot. Inside, Pepin catches, shoots, knocks it down! The cherry on top of a tough first half. The Owosso Trojans ballooned this lead 30-14 against the home team, the Corunna Cavaliers. Check this out.
Oh, they forgot about him. Turn, fire, bucket, all net, and love the emotion. He is fired up. You can tell this is a rivalry game.
It's an intense one on Heat Check Network. Owosso leads 30-14 against the Cavs. Stay with us for an exciting second half of action.
High school sports are meant to be fun.
We love to represent our school.
And we care about our sports.
We know you do too.
And because we all care, it can sometimes get intense.
So let's make the experience more fun for everyone. We know it's easy to react and shout during games.
But we all make mistakes.
The game is more enjoyable when we hear positive cheering.
Referees are human. Respect their decisions. They aren't perfect.
When you feel like yelling, remember that you represent our school.
We want to win, but just remember to keep the energy positive towards all.
During the season, we spend a lot of time with our coaches. They have a tough job.
Please accept their decisions.
And be thankful for all the time they devoted to making us better.
Thank you for coming to our games and always supporting us.
We couldn't do this without you.
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 We are the MHSAA, a collection of 750 high schools and 750 middle schools, from Temperance to Copper Harbor, from New Buffalo to Alpena. Each year, more than 250,000 students play one of our 28 sports. More than 1.5 million fans attend our postseason games. There are 30,000 coaches and 8,000 officials, not to mention all of the volunteers. The MHSAA believes in the 4 S's. School sports should be safe and kept in the appropriate scope. We believe nothing beats great sportsmanship, and that scholarship in the classroom is more important than excellence on the field or court. Most of all, we believe school sports should be fun. So come out and join us at a game. Support your school, support your community, and come see what the excitement is all about.
We love to represent our school.
Let's make the experience more fun for everyone. The game is more enjoyable with positive cheering.
Referees are human. Respect their decisions. They aren't perfect.
When you feel like yelling, remember that we represent our school.
We want to win. Just remember to keep the
During the season, we spend a lot of time with our
Really, no need to. All right.
And be thankful
Awesome.
for all
I
the
like to
time
make
they
eye
devoted
contact. I was like, never.
That's awesome.
We couldn't do this without you.
We couldn't do this without you.
We are the MHSAA, a collection of 750 high schools and 750 middle schools, from Temperance to Copper Harbor, from New Buffalo to Alpena. Each year, more than 250,000 students play one of our 28 sports. More than 1.5 million fans attend our postseason games. There are 30,000 coaches and 8,000 officials, not to mention all of the volunteers. The MHSAA believes in the 4 S's. School sports should be safe and kept in the appropriate scope. We believe nothing beats great sportsmanship, and that scholarship in the classroom is more important than excellence on the field or court. Most of all, we believe school sports should be fun. So come out and join us at a game. Support your school, support your community, and come see what the excitement is all about.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the diamond.
In the pool. On the field. Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends. Yeah! Be great.
Participate.
Heat Check Network started as a dream between a daughter and her father, Alejandro Ayala and Alexis Ayala. Dad works behind the scenes setting up top-tier broadcasts on national television for the biggest colleges around. I've worked on camera for the NBA, the NHL, the NFL, ESPN, Bally Sports Detroit, and the Big East, just to name a few. My dad and I combined our talents to create Heat Check Network. We're bringing national energy to local sports. Every game, every story, every athlete that deserves their moment. From high school gyms to championship stages, we don't just stream games, we elevate them through community, passion, and a shared love for the game. Welcome to the network catching fire. We're passing the torch to schools that know their athletes and communities deserve to be on a bigger stage on Heat Check Network.
As the voice of Michigan student athletes, the Student Advisory Council's role
is to convey the message of how high school sports are.
High school sports are
During the season, we spend a lot of time with our coaches. They have a tough job.
Please accept their decisions.
And be thankful for all the time they devoted to making us better.
Thank you for coming to our games and always supporting us.
We couldn't do this without you.
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 Inside Corunna High School for a rivalry Friday in the Flint Metro League. Thank you so much for joining us here on Heat Check Network. A shout out to our sponsors, Good Company Barbership and Grady's Garage. Alex, we're going to check out some keys to the second half. First, for Owosso, our keys to start the game were to control the glass and take care of the rock. How has Owosso been doing that in the first?
They've been doing great at taking care of the ball. They've been cleaning up the glass 100%. They're just a force out there and down and low in the paint.
Meanwhile, for Corunna, the keys to the game were effort on 10 and no unforced turnovers. How did they execute that as Reed misses that one, but it's pulled down by Williams, turned over.
They actually brought a lot of effort. The effort, I wouldn't say, is as much of a problem as just limiting unforced turnovers. They still have not been able to do that. Hopefully the second half will be different for them.
Corunna inside basketball. Ben found it, but it's back out to Kelly. Wilkerson. Roca. Inside 3-second call on Stratton.
Yes, that was a 3-second, but that looked like a little bit of team basketball there. If they keep doing that, hopefully that doesn't get them down. That was actually good offense.
Corunna playing a lot more free in that first possession. Basketball is supposed to be fun, not stressful.
Yeah, they're definitely stressing a little bit.
It's tied up. Nice job by Ben getting on that ball from side out. It'll go back to Corunna.
Yeah, that was a good job by Ben getting in there, tying up the ball. Again, yes, he's outside, but keep the ball up high. Keep the little guys away from it.
Wilkerson inside to Stratton. Back out.
That kick out from the post has to be a shot.
Reed in the passing lanes. Easy money.
Great steal, turning defense into offense. I think he wanted to dunk that one. He did it again.
Stratton for the second time after Corunna got the ball over the half-court line, threw it back.
Whenever you're breaking a press, you always want to look down court. You're never trying to pass the ball back. That gives an advantage back to the defense. Always look back toward your basket.
Reed inside to side out. He's doubled. Dishes it back out. Back to Reed. Quick passing along the arc. Corunna taking up a lot of space on D. Reed finds some space for 2 points.
He's starting to feel a little bit. You can see Owosso is a lot more patient when they're passing the ball around the perimeter. They're looking, wait until something comes and they take it.
Roca stuck. Remembered he had his dribble, but travels first.
You got to pass through a zone. You don't try to dribble through it, especially when you're in that like dead corner. Pass through the zone and you'll get a lot better result.
Dallas to Patrick. Reed. Dallas on the drive. Stops by Roca. Reed wide open. Woo, dodged a bullet. Gets his own board, down to side out.
Way to follow your shot. Yes, it was a little tippy tip, but he got it. Head still up. Find the pass down low, get a bucket.
Sido had a little chest bump on Kelly, talking some smack. That's what makes these rivalry games fun. Wilkerson on the drive, fouled by Dallas.
Yeah, these rivalries can have a little bit of that extra little action. You know, it makes the game exciting as long as you don't take it too far.
Our game last week, Fenton and Linden. Oh my goodness, the boys' basketball game started off with at least 4 technical fouls.
Yeah, they were all fired up for that one.
Owosso finds Corunna. Off the mark, Reed board.
A little bit of a push in the back. Keeps the ball here with Corunna.
That's a foul on Joe Dawes for just his first foul of the game. Corunna finds Ben again. Off the mark. board. Stratton gets on top of it, but can't convert. Ben almost saved it. Stratton
nice
back into
hustle.
Ben. Corunna isn't giving up. Ben resetting.
Ben is bringing a lot of energy. He just needs to keep that energy up and try to keep being aggressive.
Wilkerson's cross-court pass picked off. Pepin blows the bunny, and it's out of bounds on Owosso.
Them open layups. When you're that open, it really does make you think, oh, somebody coming. Make you miss it a little bit sometimes.
Corunna has talked a lot to us about their motto. Head coach Logan LePage said, better the person, better the hooper. He's working on not just making these Cavaliers better basketball players, but better young men.
Yeah, and Logan LePage is a really good person himself, so he's a great leader to strive for that message for his team and his community.
LePage, a first-year head coach, trying to create a culture back here for the Corunna Cavaliers. That's where he played high school basketball. Pull up from the side, off the mark, not that time, by Kirky.
I like that pass to the short corner. That's an open shot. That's one of the hula hoop spots in a zone. Kirky just keep taking those. They'll go in.
Reed, he's been the spark plug for the Trojans today. Owosso turned it over, trying to hit side out on the block. Owasso's key player has been side out throughout the season, one of the most consistent go-to bucket getters for the Trojans, but Corunna has done a good job of covering space, locking in on him.
Yeah, they're playing all-around team basketball. There are several players, close to 5 points.
Reed, fast break, misses the buddy. Owosso is blowing all the transition points that are normally called the easy ones.
That one, he's in the air, half up, thinking, I might dunk this one, and then kind of changed his mind. Made him miss. Just go get the easy bunny. Don't worry about the dunk.
Reed still with 9 points alongside Williams with 10 to lead the Trojans, who are leading the Cavaliers 36-14. There's that board bucket by Reed. We'll be right back on Heat Check Network. Welcome back inside Corunna High School. You're taking a look at Corunna boys basketball huddle led by first-year head coach Logan LePage, who's trying to find their first win of the season today. Lacking some consistency and communication, they're working on their effort and taking care of the rock. Meanwhile, Owosso, they're trying to bounce back from a 2-game losing streak. They're coming off a loss to Flushing, 40-51. The first time this season that they've gotten out-rebounded, and you could tell the Trojans have a chip on their shoulder about it. Coming into Corunna today, they have been all over the boards.
Yeah, they're definitely made it a key to their game to get on that glass, and they've been making it happen. Great pass.
Back-to-back turnovers. It's Stratton who gets fouled, and we'll get to head to the free throw line for 2.
That was amazing bounce pass from about half court. A little bit of and one street in that one.
When talking to Coach LePage about the emotions around a rivalry game like this, he said the only way he tells them to try to take some of those nerves away or to tell them that they're playing for something much bigger than themselves. He said the people in the Corunna community have set a very high standard. They have phenomenal athletes that they got to commemorate today in between the boys and the girls varsity games. He said just try to make your parents proud who do so much for you, the ones who take you to and from practice since you were a little tyke. Corunna, you can tell they're not giving up.
No, they're definitely bringing the effort. There's no give up out here. They're just putting it in the work. Just gotta slow down a little bit on offense and make it happen.
Meanwhile, Sidau finds the positioning down low, dump back out to Dallas, knocked it down from distance.
Owosso does a great job of working from the inside out. Sometimes they even work from the inside to the inside. They're just really dominating the paint area.
Dallas was the player that head coach Dave Owens said is his dark horse player. He's a gym rat. You've got to kick him out of the gym. And he's earned himself a starting spot for the Trojans this year. Corunna trying to get back on the board, stop the bleeding. They're down 15-39. Passing along the arc, Roca off the rim, board Ben.
Way to attack glass by Ben.
Roca back to Wilkerson.
Keep it up, keep it up. Watch
Ball's just staying between Roca and Wilkerson. Finally, when it tries to go inside to Stratton, it's turned over. Pepin, no. Board by Ben. He's stuck. He throws it right back to the Trojans. Williams, and one.
Yeah, just got a little stuck down there, called timeout. He tried to bounce it off the leg. You gotta really just bing it off that player if you're gonna try that. Ends up right underneath their basket for the and one bucket.
Williams, the player who averages 5 points per game, he's already up to 12, doing a really good job today, finding spark, finding space on the offensive glass, as well as getting in those passing lanes for turnovers.
Yeah, he's definitely present down in the paint today, whether he's passing or just getting that bucket down there and finishing at the rim.
Misses the extra point. Stays Corunna basketball after the board. A big reason Owosso has also been able to string together some wins this season, play with some ferociousness, is because they're led by head coach Dave Owens, who has quite the coaching bio. He said he started coaching when he was about 20 as Trojans get fouled severely. That's Dallas, who hit the hardwood hard. Dallas bounces right back up, though. That's a tough cookie.
Yeah, that was a tough cookie. They're calling flagrant. I think he got some contact to the head, so pretty much anytime you hit in the head area, they're going to call that flagrant foul.
That foul will be on Kirky. As Dallas shoots some free throws. Coach Dave Owens has really led this Owosso squad to success. He's in his 38th year of coaching at this point. He coached high school ball in Indiana for 4 years. Then he went to Indiana University, spent 5 years with, you might have heard of him, Bob Knight.
Yeah, I think everybody heard of Hall of Famer Bob Knight.
And then after that, he went over to Michigan State and spent some time under another very memorable, well-known name, especially in the state of Michigan, Tom Izzo, before taking the head coaching job here at Owosso.
In my opinion, Tom Izzo, the GOAT of all coaches.
That old school traditional coaching style, not allowed as much anymore, especially at the high school level, but so great to see that all of Michigan State's players still respect that and go to Michigan State because of that from Izzo.
Yeah, Izzo really brings that toughness and tenacity that like every team can benefit from. He really gets the team to buy in, play as a team. Every team in the nation could benefit from Tom Izzo coaching.
They say new age kids can't handle that type of coaching, but Michigan State's still ranked. So I say wrong. Wilkerson from deep, that's money.
That was a good time of that time getting the ball all the way around the court, getting 4 or 5 players to touch the ball to a wide open shot.
Wilkerson on a tear all of a sudden, gets a steal, misses the bunny. Back to Owosso ball. They're trying to push the pace. They could hold it for the last shot of the quarter. They choose not today. I want the and one.
He tucks in that shoulder on that fast break created by fast outlet. Go out there, tuck the shoulder in, absorb the contact, finish with the and one.
Patrick with the and one. Holmes with the foul. Corunna turns it over instead of being able to take the last shot of the quarter. And then a foul called on Dallas. I believe it's his 4th.
He called 0. He's not out there right now.
What happened? Harrison wasn't anywhere around the play.
Oh, okay. He is out there.
That's his 4th as well. Dallas with 7 points. He's been a spark for the Trojans, but 4 fouls. They might have to sit him for a majority of the 4th quarter.
Yeah, 4 fouls. You can't be staying in the game. I'm surprised coach isn't getting him out for these last 1.7.
Stratton misses the first of 2 free throws. Inbounded, side out. Looked like a football quarterback pass off the mark, but it is still the Trojans who are on top by amount, 45-19. Trojans been dominant in the fast breaks. We'll be right back on Heat Check Network. We're back inside Corunna High School where their rivals, the Owosso Trojans, are up by a mile, 45-19. 7 players have scored for the Trojans. Meanwhile, only 4 players have been able to find the scoreboard for the Cavaliers. What can Corunna do better in order to get more team basketball going?
They just have to trust in one another. They have to slow down a little bit, and on these press breaks, they have to look down court. They kept looking back. That'll get a couple people some easy buckets.
There's been times today where Corunna has played rushed instead of playing with urgency. There's a big difference between playing those 2 ways. Meanwhile, Owosso has done a really good job at playing with urgency, using their emotions and the passion of this game, their student section who showed up and showed out at Corunna High School to their benefit.
Yes.
It's Owosso who gets to start off the last quarter of action on this Rivalry Friday in the Flint Metro League. We had JV girls, varsity girls, and now varsity boys as Dallas just misses and Dawes draws the foul.
Dawes did draw the foul, but he did get the ball high post. Calmly look around, find a wide open 3, just miss. Get a little bump on that, gets the foul.
Corunna, maybe not enough time to come back in the 4th quarter, down 19-45, but a lot that they can still continue to do to leave this game with their head held high. Again, Corunna's motto, better the person, better the basketball player.
Yeah, they just got to keep positive, stay aggressive, and try to work on keys to the game for this game and the next.
Instead, Corunna gets the turnover. Patrick gets the and one.
Patrick is like a one-man fast break. If he gets a little kick out, and Owosso does a great job of kicking it out fast off a rebound, he just goes all the way to the hoop, finishes with the and one.
Patrick, super speedy, loves to get out in transition. Corunna has struggled at stopping the bleeding, stringing together those score-stop score sequences. Patrick can't get the extra point to go, but Dawes, board. Dallas navigating. Finds Pepin. Patrick at the top of the key. Dallas down low to Sidau. Stratton gets the steal, throws it ahead. Ben pulls it back out. Rocco resets.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a bobble. I think Ben had a little opportunity for a fast break right there, but that little bobble, pull it out, be smart, try to get an open shot.
High IQ play for Corunna to not force that one. That's what they've struggled with throughout this game, at forcing it. Wilkerson, shot fake on the drive to Rocca from 3. No.
Again, that's not bad offense. He just missed a shot. And again, I like the aggressiveness from Ben. He's not giving up here.
And that foul's on Ben, trying to be aggressive. Just his first foul.
And he's out here hustling around. I'm surprised it's just his first foul.
There's a reason you get 5 fouls. You're supposed to have a few.
Yeah, I mean, that shows that you're trying.
Owosso easily breaks the press. That's Pepin, just off the mark. Wilkerson out ahead of the pack. Double clutch and one.
That's just an all-around tough bucket. He held himself up in the air, waiting for the contact, and then finished. Tough bucket. Good defense, but a tougher bucket.
Wow, Wilkerson, the focus that takes to make that bucket. Wilkerson gets to try to pay this off. An extra point the old-fashioned way, and he does. Sidau, the forward, with some handles. Back to Sidau. Down low, gets stopped. Patrick to Pepin. Drive, back out to Dallas. Inside out basketball, Pepin, pull up. No, but it's back out to Patrick. Long board into Dawes. Tough, no. Foul before the O board and the bucket. It's gonna be an offensive on Sidau.
Sidau's getting a little aggressive down there. He's throwing a little bit of elbows when he's trying to get those box outs. I like the effort. It just right in front of the ref, they might give you that one.
Sidau, maybe some frustration out of him. He's got 4 points right now, but he averages 11 points per game and 11 rebounds per game, one of the most consistent scorers for the Trojans. Struggling a little bit with the scoring tonight.
Yeah, they have a bunch of guys stepping up, so trusting his teammates, be happy for their success. Everybody's playing so great.
And Sidau gets the steal, dishes it up ahead. Found his teammate in Patrick. That's some team basketball and unselfish play out of Sidau.
Exactly what we were just asking for. So you know he's still out there being a great teammate.
Ben finds 2 off the backboard.
Tough bucket by Ben. Defender was down there. He just went up and over him.
Sidau flashing to help break this full court press out of Corunna. Owosso does it easily. Inside, though, it gets tied up. Good hands by Kelly.
Corunna's not going to give up. They're still out here putting in effort. Yes, they're outmatched right now, but they are not giving up. They're still grinding. They're still putting in that effort.
The effort is one thing that Corunna can leave this basketball game with their head held high about. First-year head coach Logan LePage talked about how there's been times where he's had to try to pull some effort out of his guys. He really wanted for today's rivalry game, the Cavaliers' effort to be on 10, and it has.
It has. They just have a little bit of like execution that they got to work on. Keep grinding through these games, and it'll come.
Ben off the mark on the 3, and it's pulled down by Reed. With time on their side, Owosso opts to pull it back out and almost turns it over. Patrick dishing from 3, off the mark by Jerry. Ben, he's been all over the place, gets the board here, but he's tied up, and now it'll stay Owosso ball.
Yeah, Ben is really just hustling all over the place, getting deflections, getting rebounds, attacking the basket on a fast break. He's not giving up.
Corunna has battled through a lot of adversity, especially this year's squad, as Jerry misses the 3-0 board by Reed. Coach LePage told us there's been a lot of turnover in these Cavaliers playing careers with their coaches. But Ben, he's been relentless, forces the turnover, gets it back to Cavalier basketball.
Yeah, Ben is definitely leading by example with his effort and hustle out here. The other guys just need to kind of try to match him.
Ben misses the 3, but a good quality shot by the Cavs.
And I will say that the other guys are putting in that effort. Ben is just like on another level of effort right now. So it's not to take away from anybody else. Ben's just putting in that work.
Ben is one of the guys that Coach LePage said is the epitome of better the person, better the hooper motto. He said also Roca and Kelly have been really good character guys for the rest of the team to learn from.
It's always good to have those character guys on there to, like, you know, keep everyone going. They grind. They're looking out for their teammates. They're looking out for their community. Those are always great players to have on your team.
Inside out basketball turned over by the Trojans. One thing that head coach Dave Owens said he still wanted to see more improvement out of his squad, his Trojans, was to create more possessions with their O boards and stop giving up so many possessions with turnovers. Wilkerson mid-range. Oh, how did he make that? And one.
Yeah, that was nice. He got the reach down low as he rose up, kind of hung for a second, followed through, made the bucket.
That foul is going to be on Patrick, his third foul. Wilkerson going for three the old-fashioned way. Got it. That's clutch, especially with Owosso student section loud.
Yeah, it's his second and one today. So he's really attacking the basket. Even on that one, the jump shot.
Owosso, they can bleed this clock out if they want to. Turnover instead. Corunna basketball. Holmes. Inside to Hoyle. Back out. Corunna getting some underclassmen, some valuable minutes in right now. Owosso's about to do the same thing. You'll see subs from guard Nick Coggins.
Yeah, that is one of the best parts of any game is, yes, blowouts are never the greatest, but it is great when you get these guys in that don't get to play a lot. You get that game experience. It's invaluable.
Shooting some bonus free throws is going to be Hoyle. Misses the first. Hoyle makes the second. Owosso with the basketball. Palaka over to Coggins on the dribble. Drive and one. Owosso's entire bench on their feet.
I love it. They love when a guy from the bench comes in. He doesn't hesitate. He goes and gets a bucket, and not just a bucket, and one on a floater.
Seeing the starters get on their feet when an underclassman, a bench guy gets one of those type of guys get to come in the game and gets a bucket, shows the chemistry, the team type of basketball out of the Trojans. Bringing up the ball now, it's Corunna. Almost turned it over, but it's deflected by Jerry. Holmes handling the ball.
And these bench guys come in and they're putting in mad effort too, both sides.
On the drive, almost blocked instead. That's going to be a foul on Owosso.
Crowd going crazy on every single possession. These guys are out here putting in max effort. Owosso and Corunna. These guys who never get in the game or rarely get in the game. They don't get those big minutes. They're out here really just trying their butts off.
Foul that time on Santrusik. Corunna And Kirky with the O board. Stay Corunna basketball. Inside, finding Hoyle, no. Coggins might have got an extra step. Doesn't matter. Corunna gets on top of it. Passed up ahead. Out of bounds. Owosso ball. This is guard Nick Coggins. Coggins, he's been all over the place since coming in from the bench. Came in ready. Gets stuck here though. Coach will call a timeout. Save him from the turnover.
Good job by Coach. That was definitely going to be a turnover. Savvy coaching.
We'll be right back for one more minute of action on Heat Check Network, where it's Owosso who leads Corunna 51-29 in this rivalry matchup. We've only got a minute of action left for this Flint Metro rivalry game. It's Owosso at Corunna, and it's been the visitors on top, 51-29. Our girls' game came down to some craziness in the first half. It was Owosso who led by a whole lot, and then Corunna came back as Coggins almost knocks down the three, but misses just off the mark.
Yeah, both games today, the teams brought the effort. Like, there was no lack of effort out here today. Everybody's putting in that work.
You expect nothing less from a rivalry matchup. Owosso's head coach Dave Owens talked about how he wanted his squad to go out there, represent Owosso the best that they can, bring home a win. They've done just that today as Coggins gets called for the foul here on Holmes.
Again, I like that, you know, they're out here down by a lot, still putting in that effort. Put up the three, got fouled. Going to the line for three.
Makes the first is Coggins. There's a lot of underclassmen who are looking to make an impact in these upcoming years for the Cavaliers.
Shooting three. That was only the second shot.
Keep an eye out for sophomore Braden Williamson and freshman Sawyer Ben. Looking to play college ball in the future for the Corunna Cavaliers. They're still working on getting minutes, getting into the lineup, making an impact for the Cavs, as it is a senior-led team here.
Yeah, those young guys need to learn from some of these seniors. Coach LePage is definitely bringing that mentality and that toughness that they need.
That's the buzzer for the final sound. It's Owosso who wins by 20 against their rivals, the Corunna Cavaliers. It was a fun one. We'll be back in a moment with our player of the game. I'll be right back on Heat Check Network.
Sports are meant to be fun.
We love to represent our school.
And we care about our sports.
We know you do too.
And because we all care, it can sometimes get intense.
So let's make the experience more fun for everyone.
We know it's easy to react and shout during games.
But we all make mistakes.
The game is more enjoyable when we hear positive cheering.
Referees are human. Respect their decisions. They aren't perfect.
When you feel like yelling, remember that you represent our school.
We want to win, but just remember to keep the energy positive towards all.
During the season, we spend a lot of time with our coaches. They have a tough job.
Please accept their decisions.
And be thankful for all the time they devoted to making us better.
Thank you for coming to our games and always supporting us.
We couldn't do this without you.
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 Welcome back inside Corunna High School, where the Owosso Trojans got the 20-point win against their rivals. I'm alongside our player of the game, forward Tristan Williams, presented by Good Company Barbershop. You get to get a free haircut by Paige Deisler and Duran, so make sure to check her out. But Tristan, an incredible game. You came off the bench and were the biggest spark plug for your Trojans. 10 points today, a near double-double. How were you able to find so much success?
We emphasize getting the boards and just playing as strong as we can, hard as we can, and we really wanted to take it at them, being rivals and all that. So just played my heart out.
And it was a total team effort. There were 8 different players who scored for your team tonight. What do you have to say about the culture of team basketball?
My team, we're just one big family. Every practice we get better together, and some of the guys that don't play as much got to get some time. Even when some of them scored. So it's exciting to watch them progress just as well as I am. Just us as a team, as a family. Gonna miss them next year.
And all of you got on your feet for that bucket.
Oh, that was exciting.
It was awesome. And Tristan, in a rivalry game like this, where the emotions are high, the passion and the fight is there, how were you able to use that to your advantage today?
Oh, it just gets the energy going. From the couple practices before, after the last game, we're excited. We're pumped up. We're putting the work in, doing our best to make each other better before this night. It was just, energy was there. It was high.
Our player to watch, forward Tristan Williams, he had himself a game, helped his team get the 20-point win against their rivals tonight. Tristan, congratulations. You can go celebrate with your team.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in here on Heat Check Network. It was a rivalry game day, a doubleheader, the boys and the girls. It was Corunna girls who got the win in our first game, Owosso boys who got the win in our second. A big thank you to everyone tuning in and to our entire Heat Check Network crew. Dylan O'Connor running many jobs. He's a producer, director, engineer. We got Elijah Ayala and Tessa Whitson running graphics and stats, along with Anna Ayala doing some stats, and Jalen Ayala on a camera, Ariana Wilson on a camera. Thank you so much to everyone who tuned in, and for my analyst, Alex Ayala, I'm Alexis Ayala. We'll catch you next Friday for our Powers Lapeer doubleheader matchup at Powers on Heat Check Network.